What is up, you guys? Mental Hog is back here for episode 13 of the FIFA 23 Manchester City career mode. We are in season 2. We have started off our Premier League campaign rather strongly with a 3-1 win against Leeds. We're ready to continue on in this episode through the end of the transfer window and into what could be the start of our Champions League campaign for this season. And I am excited to get this career mode further and further underway. If you guys are, make sure to keep that support going by dropping a like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here. Around 70% of you guys watching this series still aren't subscribed, so let's get those subscription numbers up. And we are on the race to 1,000 subscribers. We're at 700 already, which is just absolutely ridiculous. I feel like we just got to 500 the other day, and that is literally true. So let's just keep that up and get to 1,000 in no time flat. And let's talk about this career mode a little bit. So what I would like to do actually to start off this episode is start introducing a couple of segments, maybe a little bit, to try and get a little bit more order in the career mode. So the first segment I'm going to do is kind of do a manager report, right? Me and Pep, we've been talking, we've been thinking up some stuff, we've been speaking to the board, that's you guys by the way, about what we should maybe be doing with our team in terms of who we should be playing, what formation, you know, things like that, tactics changes, signings. And so since we're in the January transfer window, I asked you guys in the last episode to decide on whether or not we should be selling İlkay Gündoğan, and resoundingly, I heard everybody say no. So we're going to go ahead and reject that offer for İlkay Gündoğan. However, I did see everybody basically telling me, go ahead and sign PEDRI into the midfield. Everybody wants to see him here. I want to see him here. Only issue is their asking price looks really, really high. His value is really, really high. And financially, I honestly don't even know if City can pull this off right now without offloading a couple more players. So let's take a look real fast at our transfer budget and see if we can even make this work. So our current budget is actually set at 200 million. I actually think it was a little bit lower than that at one point, but it's gone up slightly. So I think we actually do have the funds to pull this off. So we're going to start off right away by trying to bring PEDRI across to Manchester City once we're done with this segment. The other thing that I saw you guys saying in the comment section down below, and obviously Pep and I, you know, we've been chatting about this, is that you want to see Leao play a little bit more. You want to see him maybe play on the right, play him on the left, just in general, play him more. So we are going to do that for sure. Him and Jack Grealish are going to be kind of competing for that left wing spot, and whenever Foden is tired, Leao will definitely be deputizing at that right wing position. And other than that, I think you guys are pretty happy with what the squad looks like right now. However, I did see more transfer suggestions regarding this right back spot. I saw a couple of people suggesting I bring across a player like Hakimi or even a player like Jeremy Frimpong. So let's talk a little bit about what those options might look like for us. So here's the thing with Hakimi. He's going to cost way too much money. If I bring him across or if I bring PEDRI across, we can't get both. We could only get one of them. And I think we need the midfield reinforcement more so than we need a world-class replacement right now for Kyle Walker. He's honestly probably still going to grow, Kyle Walker is. So we don't necessarily need somebody who's going to replace him right away in the starting lineup. I will keep this in mind, though, if we decide to make a switch like that. Achraf Hakimi is definitely a player I would love to use at some point in career mode. And if it doesn't work out in here, then I am doing a Real Madrid series on the career mode channel here. So we might be able to even bring him back to Real Madrid in one of the videos eventually. But I don't know that he's going to work for us here at City right now. Jeremy Frimpong would be an awesome signing. West Ham technically just brought him in here in this career mode, but I have loose transfer negotiations, so that won't be an issue. But what is an issue is that we don't know his rating or his value right now. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer until we find out more about him. I do actually think this would be an absolutely amazing signing for Manchester City. Jeremy Frimpong is a great player, a great shout. And I think he's like the second or third fastest player in the whole game. So that would be absolutely awesome for us. And carrying on in the theme of the segments, we're going to try and cover a little bit of what Manchester City are doing in real life at the time of, me recording these episodes. So yesterday, Manchester City played, at least for me, I'm recording on Sunday here. Manchester City dispatched Southampton 4-0. Erling Haaland on the score sheet, Phil Foden on the score sheet, Cancelo with a goal and an assist, and I honestly forget who scored the fourth goal. I'm going to have to check real fast. Oh, how could I forget? It was Riyad Mahrez. Yeah, Riyad Mahrez scored the other goal for them. And then they also played in the Champions League earlier this week, and I believe they beat, yeah, I forget. Oh my gosh, hold on a second. Yeah, they beat Copenhagen 5-0. That's right. I'm looking at OneFootball, by the way, here. I'm not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor me, let me know. OneFootball, I'm here. Erling Haaland with a brace. David, wow, I can't pronounce that. Khoshovlava, own goal. Riyad Mahrez scores, and Julian Alvarez scores as well in a 5-0 win against Copenhagen. So we want to keep up with Man City in real life. I think it's fun. Let me know what you think about these segments in the comments down below. I'm going to have to work on getting better at remembering who scored and what happened and all that stuff. But yeah, Man City are looking great in real life, obviously. And this will probably be a more fun segment to do if we are talking about like teams that are a little bit worse maybe in the future when we do some career modes with like some lower rated teams, it'd be fun to talk about like what they might need and stuff like that. But at City, I mean, come on, we don't need anything. So yeah, those are our segments done. Let me know what you think about those in the comment section down below. I would love to fine tune those a little bit more and make them a little bit more fun and engaging for you guys. But yeah, moving on into transfers now, we're going to start off the actual rest of the episode here with the potential signing of PEDRI from Barcelona. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to try and make it happen. They are asking prices 189 mil. We have about 207 in the transfer budget, so we'll be good to go to bring him in. Let's do this. I'm going to start off with negotiations here with Xavi at 130 million euros. I mean, it's over his market value. I still think it's not nearly enough to bring him here, but let's just see what they say to 130. Okay, well, that is a little bit ridiculous. They want De Bruyne and 100 more million, basically. So, okay, I'm going to have to up my offer. Let's start it off for real now at 150 million. If you pay attention above me here on the top left, top right corner of the screen, you'll see there's a transfer tension meter. And so I need to be careful in the negotiations not to get that tension too high, or else they'll just walk out of the room. So 150 million, what do we have to say to that? Tension's going up, but we're getting somewhere. 159.9 million, so almost 160. Let's bring that down to 155 million. I think this should be pretty decent here. What do you say, PEDRI? Not PEDRI. What do you say, Xavi? He says we'll need a little time, so the negotiations aren't over just yet. They might come back and accept. We might need to negotiate him down a little bit further. But it looks like we're going to get him around 155, 160 million, which is great. So obviously, we'll come back to those PEDRI negotiations when they come back and tell us what they want. For now, we're going to continue through their calendar and try and get to that next game, which is going to be up against Chelsea away, I believe. And I say that, but literally just a couple days later, they come back and they did accept our offer of 155 million. So it's time to get PEDRI a contract. Let's see what he's on in wages, 180. All right, let's see if we can get him on that. I would love to give him an important squad role if he'll take that instead of crucial. And he will take that. Okay, that's already going to be awesome because that means he's not going to expect to play necessarily every single game, which nobody does at Man City. I feel like we're ripping him off here with those wages. That's kind of ridiculous. And I'm kind of okay with just paying him that. I'm just going to hit accept on this. PEDRI to Man City for a steal of a contract. What is this? Not going to complain too much. PEDRI to Manchester City is complete. And I've got my finger on the print screen button. We need to pay attention to when to take this picture. I am surprised that they are not giving us the cutscene that's like, hey, there's a star player here. Pep is not even going to have time to say, hey, really? Dude, that's a little shocking. He's like one of the highest rated, highest potential midfielders in the world right now. And he's just like, nobody cares that he's at City. What? Are we really not surprised? I am. Yikes. Let's see what we get in a transfer price rating. We got an A! Oh, that's amazing. I've never gotten an A, so that feels nice. So you know Man City is just a ridiculous team when I can't even decide whether PEDRI starts for us or not. Obviously, Gundo is our stand-in captain in De Bruyne's absence. I don't want to necessarily just kind of take that away from him, but surely we have to play PEDRI, Bellingham, and Rodri in the midfield and have Ruben Dias be the captain for the rest of the season. We're going to try that for right now. We'll see how it goes, and if the results don't seem to be going our way or the performances don't seem to be going our way, we still have Gundo on the bench, and we can always bring him in. I don't want to sell him. I don't want to get rid of him, at least not yet. So this is what it's going to look like for right now. That is just such a ridiculous looking team. By the way, we talked about bringing in another right back, but like we literally do have Hector Bellerin. So I'm going to maybe not bring in a right back the first transfer window here. Maybe we'll look to strengthen in another position instead. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't even think of much else that we need to do with this team because it's just so ridiculous. The bench, the reserves, Gabriel Veron is still growing and growing. So I do think really that he will come good for us and I don't need to worry about another winger. We have Bernardo Silva, Veron, you know, Leao. So I think honestly, we're pretty set. If we could just get rid of some more of these players, that's really all I need to do for the rest of this window. And just like that, it is going to be time for PEDRI to make his debut. We're also starting Rafael Leao in this game against Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge. Lautaro Martinez hopefully can stay quiet against us in today's game. I don't even want to see him getting on the score sheet. Also, Graham Potter has been doing an amazing job with Chelsea, but maybe we'll talk more about them at some point in the future. If we say maybe do a Chelsea career mode at some point in FIFA 23. It was the last one I did in FIFA 22. I wasn't able to finish it. Honestly, guys, I actually kept recording it, but the audio files were totally corrupted, so that's why you never saw those episodes. But anyways, we're not talking about that. Let's get out there against Chelsea and get 3 points on the board and give PEDRI an amazing debut. We obviously have quite a bit of history against Chelsea in this series alone. Last season, they knocked us out of the Carabao Cup. They were against us in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And also, we played against them, obviously, a couple times in the Premier League and had some heated matches. So the rivalry between ourselves and Chelsea is strong. Their love for Conte is obviously strong with that dynamic tifo, but we're not here for that. Let's beat them up. PEDRI on the ball for the first time as a Manchester City player in this beautiful third kit. And let's show Chelsea that we mean business this season. We're not going to joke around and waste any time getting ahead. PEDRI to Haaland. Haaland sees a run of Cancelo. Cancelo's going to, try and pick out that pass to Haaland. It was close. But against the back five of Chelsea, it's going to be tough to find those passes through. Might have to look to break them down in other ways. Haaland tried to get it to PEDRI, but maybe a little bit too much power on that. Raheem Sterling now. Jude Bellingham taking that guy out. Cancelo getting the ball a little bit further forward to Leao. To Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham sees a perfect run for Erling Haaland. 5-star weak foot, so we can take it on his right. And that's a goal for Haaland, baby. Let's go. It's 1-0 against Chelsea. The big man is scoring the big goals. Rafael Leao finds a nice through ball for Haaland. What was that touch? He just kind of forgot about it. Oh, Cancelo getting some space here for Reece James to run into. He's playing across. Kyle Walker. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How did Raheem Sterling get in front of him there? Oh, Kyle Walker. What is all this? Hello? Kyle Walker's going to try and score a goal. Kyle Walker. Oh my God. What was that? How did they just let him do all of that? That's nuts. I have not been able to get a clean run through with Joao Cancelo, who's known for this kind of stuff. How is Kyle Walker able to do that? Very impressive. I think he heard us talking a little bit about maybe bringing in Hakimi in the manager section that we were doing. And he did not like that one bit. So he's showing me, hey, Gaffer, you don't need to get rid of me. You don't need to replace me. Hell, you don't even need to rotate me. I'm good for every game. Oh boy. Here we go. Kyle Walker racing against Raheem again. Oh, we are just taking out Chelsea players. Okay, fair enough. That should be a free kick for them. Poor Conte just got mowed over. Now Chilwell out wide on the left here. He's going to look to play in across into no man's land. Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. A little bit of miscommunication there between our goalkeeper and our captain, Ruben Diaz. And that was almost disastrous. That was close. Rafael Leao now. We're able to get it away, thankfully. Plays it back to nobody, and then a misplaced pass or two from us. Could see Chelsea with a last attack here before the halftime whistle. And will they score from it? They do. Wow, wow, wow. Lautaro Martinez, what a goal. He always, like I said, always scores against me, this man. He's a great striker. He really is. But that was my fault entirely. I gave the ball away a little bit too easily, and you give him a chance, they're going to score. Well, I will tell you that my goal in the second half is to get a little bit more control over this game because Chelsea scored the last goal. The momentum is kind of in their favor, so let's not let them use that to their advantage. It's time for death by 1,000 passes. Oh, okay, or Haaland can just run through and score another goal. Let's go. Beat him at the near post. It's 3-1. We were never worried about it. It didn't take us very long to just kind of do that to him. And death by 1,000 passes, it really can work. It creates a lot of space for Haaland to run into, so I don't know why I don't do that more often. Haaland now with his third goal in 2 Premier League games. He is on track, as it stands, to have another very, very prolific goal-scoring season for us at Manchester City. Laporte up against Reece James. Nice job. Had to cut that out. And now it seems like there might be a little bit of space somewhere for somebody to run onto, and it looks like it's going to be Haaland. He's going to play it over to Leao, who's got to race up against Azpilicueta. Plays it through, and that was close. Okay, we do maybe keep it here. Yeah, maybe we keep it here. Let's try keep it as best as we can. Rodri just phases through the referee there. Phil Foden. Oh my God, Phil Foden, you are a work of art. What a goal for 4-1 against Chelsea. This kid right here. Wow, he's so good. Okay, well, with that 4-1, I think we're safe to make a few subs. Let's bring on Jack Grealish on the right-hand side. Let's refresh that midfield. We're going to bring on Gundo and Bernardo Silva. Really great debut from PEDRI. I just don't want to get any players too tired too quick. We're going to bring on Sergio Gomez at left back, move Cancelo to right back, change up a couple of the instructions here, and we are set to go for the rest of this game. Kai Havertz on the pitch, some fresh legs. He's going to look to try and get Chelsea back in this game, but I think Ederson just made a huge save. Kind of released Haaland here, but it was a weird ball, so let's just play it over here. Get Joao Cancelo to bring it further forward a little bit. Rodri to dictate the play here. Erling Haaland trying to lay it off for Jack Grealish, but that was a really, really lousy pass, and that's okay. It's not what his specialty is. Oh, but we still have the ball. We still have the ball with Bernardo Silva for a curler. Oh, that was not too bad. I kind of forgot that in the last episode we scored a bunch of banger finesse shots. from just outside the box. Really, really nice looking goals. We're going to look to do some more of those, of course. But at least we're keeping the ball here. Gundogan, maybe he can play on a cross. Bernardo Silva is there. Oh, wow. That was really close. Jeez. Oh, wow. Jack Grealish just sent Haaland through on goal for his hat trick. Can we get it for him? Near post finish. Off the post. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, man. That's what I get for shooting near post, I guess. Yes, Joao Cancelo. Big challenge to keep us in. Whoa. Oh. They're trying to stop me. They're sliding all over the place. They can't do it. They're just sending everybody in on Haaland. That was nuts. Chilwell. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Oh, I'm putting in tackles. None of them are sticking. Laporte. What? Did you just see the touch that he took to try and keep that alive? Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, gosh. What am I even doing? Aubameyang gets them a consolation prize. And he's going to celebrate with the gaffer like he just won the World Cup. I hate when they do that. Calm down, man. It's 4-2, you moron. You know, I actually read somewhere that the agile dribbling, when you hold down R1 or RB on the Xbox controller, if you're like me, actually is really, really good for beating defenders, even though left stick dribbling's bad. Hold on a second. Bernardo? Ah, never mind. So yeah, try that. If you're trying to dribble around players, try hold down R1 or RB, and maybe that'll help you. I haven't tried it too much myself yet, so I can't confirm or deny. But what I can say is that we just beat Chelsea 4-2. And that was a really, really good performance. Haaland with a brace. I don't even remember who else scored, to be honest with you. That's right, Kyle Walker with a ridiculous run-through on goal, and Phil Foden with a beauty of a dribbling finish. Good stuff. So as a result of all of the midfield signings we have brought in, unfortunately, it looks like Ivan Illich is going to be left on bench duty again, which kind of sucked because he was showing that he had a lot of class and potential in him. So what I might do is I might negotiate here with Mainz and try and get him out on maybe like a 1-year loan. I don't necessarily want to let him go for 2 years, because if we do a Season 3 at Man City, which I'm not opposed to, we might want to have him around. We might want to use him. Maybe we'll kind of revamp the squad for Season 3, and he could be a big part of that. So I would love to maybe get him out on a 1-year loan instead of this 2-year loan. Let's try and get that done. By the way, when we played that Leeds game, they had this player, Martins. I did not know who he was, so I looked through their squad, and he's some sort of regen, I think maybe of Thiago Silva or something like that. 6'6", 78 rated, exciting prospect, really, really nice stats. So not interested in signing him or anything. I just wanted to know who he was, and I guess now I wanted to let you guys know who he was. He was pretty good. So that's pretty cool. Okay, we got a big game here against Arsenal, but we have to make some rotations. There are tired players in the team, so obviously we just gave the captaincy to Ruben Dias. The captaincy is going around to lots of players because Ruben Dias is too tired to start, so Bernardo Silva, who's starting on the right wing, is going to have the captain's armband. Hector Bellerin at right back for, again, a tired Kyle Walker. We've got a 90 rated Joao Cancelo now, my goodness. And then we have, obviously, Haaland a little bit tired, Bellingham and Pedri a little bit tired, but we're going to go ahead and start them against Arsenal here in real life. I just watched them play a really, really fun, entertaining game against Liverpool. They beat them 3-2. It was very, very stressful, very, very entertaining. Martinelli and Saka are so good. So is Jesus. I'm sad that Man City let him go, but at the same time, we have Haaland, so it's just nice to see Jesus doing well. Anyways, let's get out there and beat these players. They've got Walker Peters at captain. We're not worried about that. Whatever. Let's play. At the Etihad for this one, so let's show them a good time. And obviously, this is going to be Pedri's home debut. He hasn't played a home game yet. And I think Bellerin's debut in the first team as well. We played him in the Super Cup, but that doesn't count. Obviously, Hector Bellerin, a former Arsenal player, actually. Kind of got snubbed and left for Barca, so I'm sure he's feeling a little bit of anger towards Arsenal for how they treated him. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I shouldn't be talking about Hector Bellerin. Anyways, that didn't happen. Jesus did not just score a banger against us 4 minutes in. We're fine. We're chilling. But, yeah, anyways. Long story short, Bellerin's going to want to do well today. Oh, man. Arsenal are playing some good football. Oh, jeez. Okay. Pedri, a little bit of miscommunication there. Jesus, whew, trying to get himself a second one. Let's get this away. Jesus has got some fight in him. My God, he's trying to prove something to City today. I'm not sure what, but he's got to chill. Odegaard, Puado. I remember Puado scored a couple of bangers against me last season, so I don't want him to do that again. Kyle Walker-Peters, for some reason, captaining Arsenal. I'm not sure what's going on there. Bernardo Silva, can he get this ball through to Haaland? He can. Can Haaland keep going in? Ah, almost. Pedri gets us back the ball. Bernardo. Oh, we are definitely chasing this game right now. Arsenal just seem faster and more ready for every single ball and opportunity right now. Haaland getting past one defender. Getting it to Pedri. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Ran out of places to go. That was not good. Should have just passed it back. It's a little greedy. Very un-Pedri-like. Oh, no. This is how Puado has scored before. Please, no. Ederson, you have to save that. How can nobody get to this man? It's Puado to get a second goal. He's so rapid. Guys, we are 2-0 down to the Arsenal right now. The mighty Arsenal. They are such a good team. By the way, did a career mode with them on the last FIFA, and I enjoyed that as well. Would love to get a chance to use them again because, my gosh, this year they are ridiculous. PEDRI, perhaps over the top for Bernardo Silva. There we go. Yep, I like that. Wow, it's halftime. We're down 2-0 to Arsenal right now, and it doesn't feel like we can even get a shot on goal. That's not good. Straight away, I have to say, both of these wingers are not impressing me, so straight swap. Phil Foden is coming on. Rafael Leao is coming on. Jude Bellingham absolutely should not be the captain. Can we get anybody else to take that captain's armband? Okay, I finagled a way to get John Stones to be the captain for the second half of this game. I think it's going to stay that way. But yeah, we need to swap out those wingers. Leao and Foden are coming onto the pitch. And other than that, I'm going to leave it for now. But some of these players are ghosting me today, man, and they need to step it up. Oh, fellas, I have to say I am a bit speechless because this Arsenal team are incredible. They are playing so well, I cannot stop them. I cannot even get the ball out of my box right now. I keep giving them corners. Finally, it took like 7 corners in a row for me to get the ball. Bellerin, I need Phil Foden to create a moment of magic for us because it seems like the only player that can do that right now. To Haaland. Haaland is one of those players that's ghosting me this game. I need to sub him off, I think. Rafael Leao, a bit of space opening up for a curler. Oh, that might be something we need to try as well. Those are looking very good. Puado keeps catching out Joao Cancelo, and he makes him tumble. Oh my god! Puado is a... What the heck? Apparently a player and a half in FIFA this year, guys. I don't know how good his rating or potential is, but... Yeah, what a player. I'm going to have to look him up and see what his potential is like. Maybe I have to use him in a career mode at some point. For some reason, both of my midfielders are just making so many runs that I don't necessarily want them to make. Rodri. Oh, what a ball to PEDRI there. PEDRI, what a ball for Haaland, surely. Surely this can be something. Not quite. Rafael Leao gets inside. Oh my god, Kyle Walker-Peters puts him off his shot just in time. Odegaard. Oh my god, I have to try to take him out, but it's not going to work. Odegaard keeps his run going. Try to take him out again. Don't give away the penalty, though. John Stones, that was a massive challenge. Massive challenge. Oh my goodness. Jude Bellingham. What the heck? My team is just not clicking today in this particular game against Arsenal. And now Rodri takes out Puado for no good reason at all. That was terrible. That could easily be red, but it's not going to be a red card. It'll be a yellow, I think. I hope. Oh, no, it's a red. Oh, Rodri's gone. That's bad, guys. This is really, really bad for us. Okay, well, I have to make a decision. I literally subbed on one of these two players, and I'm going to have to take off Leao immediately because we need that midfield player. I'm going to bring on Calvin Phillips. Sorry, Leao, you only get about 10 minutes of game time because my team is stupid. I'm also going to take off Jude Bellingham because his passes seem to be the worst in the whole team this game right now. It's a red card against Arsenal, who were up 2-0. There was just no reason for that. That was pure lunacy on my part. Oh my goodness, this Arsenal team are destroying me. I'm just going to have to continue to slide in on their players. There's nothing else I can do. Nothing else works. Haaland. Run of Foden. Foden back to Haaland. Haaland to Gundo in space. Gundo, please, get us back in this. Ramsdale, that was such a massive save. Oh my god, he's so good. Bellerin. A good run from Foden. Foden, wait for Haaland. Haaland, back in for Gundo. Gundo to Cancelo. Takes way too long to fire up your shot. Cancelo, what is the point of getting all the way forward if you're not going to do anything? Guys, we are going to lose 2-0 to this Arsenal team. I don't know what to say other than they are ridiculously amazing and we have been so bad. Oh, you know it's bad when they can bring on Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Who even is that anymore? Does anybody even know who that is anymore? Get another attack. They're actually going to have the last chance of the game. There's going to be nothing we can do. I mean, we have 3 minutes of stoppage time here, but the only thing we can get is a consolation goal, maybe. But if we could take the clean sheet off of them, I guess that would be cool. Let's try and do it. Haaland, please. There we go. It only took us 93 minutes to find a single goal. Let's skip the celebrations. We don't deserve to. We literally don't deserve to celebrate. That's going to be it. It's 2-1 loss to Arsenal at home. That was embarrassing. Embarrassing. That's all I can say. They were so much better than us. They deserved this win, and we really didn't. So that's just how it's going to be. If we don't deserve to win, we won't win. Well, if in case it wasn't obvious, Rodri is going to be suspended for the next game. But honestly, in real life, that would probably be a 3-game suspension. That's something we could obviously do in this career mode. If you guys are interested in something like that, and me kind of deciding to suspend players for longer than FIFA actually does, let me know, because we only ever get 1-match bans. I've never seen anybody suspended for more than a game in here, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll give that a try, but I'd rather just have Rodri in the team, so maybe this time I won't do it. But in the future, let me know. By the way, we got our final scout report on Jeremy Frimpong, 82 rated, 41 million in his value. He's in the Premier League at West Ham, so we will get to see him play at some point in this career mode this season. But we don't need him. Like I said, we have Bellerin. He was actually the best player on the pitch according to FIFA's player ratings after that Arsenal game. So I like him, but maybe we'll bring him across this guy here, Jeremy Frimpong, next season or something like that. And Ivan Ilic is going to go out on that loan to Mainz in the Bundesliga. They are getting such a good player. He's 80 rated for them. It's going to be ridiculous. But yeah, I hope he has a good loan. Hope he grows some. And then maybe next season we can make better use of him. All right, that's deadline day complete for us. We are now in the month of September. Biggest signing, you already know. It's PEDRI to Man City. Theo Hernandez is going to Liverpool here, so that's going to be a great left back for them. I wonder what happened to Robbo. Patrick Schick is at Real Madrid. Interesting. Osimhen to Atletico Madrid. Lukaku transferring permanently to Inter. That's cool to see. Gavi, actually, wow. Barcelona's, both of their amazing midfield players just got left for dead here. Gavi to Wolves. Timber to Roma. Nuno Mensch to Barcelona, and that's kind of going to be the rest of where I'll leave it off. I'll scroll down a little bit further so you can see some more of these signings, some more interesting ones here, but yeah, deadline day's done for us. Let's move forward. With the January transfer window closed, it's time to announce our Champions League group for this season. We are against Leverkusen, Porto, and Dynamo Kiev, so way easier group than the one we had last season, but still not necessarily super easy, I would say. You know, like Leverkusen, Porto, and Kiev, I kind of put them on the same, maybe a similar bracket in terms of their level. There's no like standout really bad team in here, but obviously we are the best team, so I expect us to go through in first. And we'll probably start off our Champions League group stage campaign in the next episode here of the Manchester City career mode. The other groups, I'll just kind of scroll through them. Chelsea, Roma in this one, Real Madrid and Lazio, Liverpool, Dortmund in this one, PSG and Inter in that one there. That's kind of looking like a group of death scenario. Barcelona and Bayern Munich again in a group together. Sevilla, United, Lyon, then Juve, Atletico Madrid, Ajax, and Club Brugge. That is the group of death right there. Those are all really, really pretty decent teams that should be doing very, very well. By the way, Juventus, a team I'm particularly interested in doing a career mode with at some point in FIFA 23. And I went ahead and simmed one last game here, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, but we drew 1-1 to Norwich. We are in a very interesting little vein of form here in the Premier League. I sent out the second team because I want to have the first team fit in a few days' time for that Champions League debut, which will be, like I said, in the next episode. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. We're currently sitting 4th in the Premier League, 7 points after 4 games, which is much better than I could have said about what we did last season. 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. That Arsenal game was a bit of a stinker. That Norwich sim was definitely a bit of a stinker. But in the next episode, we're going to kick off our Champions League campaign with a game against Bayer Leverkusen from the Bundesliga. So I hope you guys did enjoy episode 13 of the Manchester City career mode. If you did, be sure to drop your support down below, leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you for the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and peace.